All right. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy. I am back again with another video. I hope that you guys are doing well, and I hope that you guys are staying safe. So, you guys, this is actually just a follow-up video on the short that I did. Um, I just wanted to talk a little bit about this, and you guys could let me know what you think and what your experience has been when it comes to, dealing with a narcissist. And if this is your first time watching this channel, it's called Live Narc Free, where it is all about getting free and staying free after dealing with the narcissist and the abuse. So, this actually did come from an inspiration from a comment that I got on the video that I did. But basically, the person was just saying how, nobody believed them when they was telling them the experience about the narcissist. And, the person that went through the abuse was starting to think like, hey, is something wrong with me? Am I going crazy? Am I the bad guy here? And that can actually, it does happen, because a lot of times the narcissists, what they do is they manipulate people, and they use power, control, competition, and they use resources to control and manipulate the way that people see them and versus the way that people see you. So a lot of times, when you could tell people like your experience dealing with the narcissist, whether it's like the experience you have with your mom, your dad, an aunt, an uncle, a family, another extended family member, or a friend, or fake friend, or an associate, or whatever, and you could like say like, hey, I went through this, I was gaslit, I was got the silent treatment, I was betrayed, or I was cheated on, or they did something to me that hurt my feelings, or something like that, and you could go and tell people about this. And sometimes, depending on how close that person is with the narcissist, they could actually believe the narc over you, a lot of times. And it's because of, the narcissist likes to get ahead of you. So, like, if you end up going no contact with them or whatever, most of the time they have already been talking down on you anyway from the get-go. So they've already been kind of launching a smear campaign, because the narcissist knows eventually you're going to go no contact. They know that you're not going to talk to them anymore, or they know that's going to be like some ghosting going on, or some sort of silent treatment to where you're not talking to them anymore, which is why they always have other people around them or other supplies, because they can't be alone, right? And so, the narcissist knows that it's going to catch up to them. But the whole thing is that, they will manipulate others. So, meaning that they could treat you really bad, talk down on you, embarrass you, belittle you, demean you, versus on the flip side, somebody that's not so close to them, or it could be other extended family members that, could be around the narc. They could treat them very, very well, and sometimes they do that because they like to have people on their side, so they don't look like the bad person, or they don't look like the abuser, because they are the abuser. But they like to use, it could be flying monkeys, it could be narc harems, it could be enablers, other people that are around the narcissist that the narc they may have not abused them. Maybe they treat them very good. It could be a scenario where it's like a family narcissist cult, where the narc parent treats one child like the golden child, another child like the hero child, another child like the lost child, or these could be grown adult children or whatever, or another child like the scapegoat. So each child has a different experience with that narcissist. And so let's say, for instance, the scapegoat goes to the hero child, or the scapegoat goes to the golden child and saying like, hey, this is what mom and dad is doing to me. And then that hero child, or hero child, or the golden child, they can't relate because they don't have that same experience, So that's how, a lot of people won't believe you. They won't believe your experience because they haven't gone through it, And again, also the narcissist can use, resources. They can use manipulation. They can use fear, guilt, obligation to control the way that people see you, and also control the way that people see them. And a lot of times what they like to do is to bait you into reacting, or to bait you to come out of character, or to bait you into doing something that you normally wouldn't do. But it's just because the narcissist has already been talking down on you from the get-go. They need some sort of action or a negative experience from you, so they could point the finger and see like, hey, see, I told you they were crazy, or like, hey, see, I told you they were not good, or hey, see, look how they're acting, they're the problem. You get me? So you may have that going on, or it could be like a relationship, and you and the narcissist could have mutual friends and stuff like that. Maybe you and the narcissist family members are close. Let's say if it's like your child's father or child's mother or whatever, and you could be telling your family members like, hey, this is how this person is treating me, but they may not believe you right away, because again, they don't have that similar experience, dealing with the narcissist. Because again, we all know behind closed doors, narcissists, that's where they do their dirty work. But then in the front, it's completely different. It's all smiles, it's all, sunshines and rainbows. The narcissist is putting on the show, putting on the front like they really caring. And I can give you guys an example of this, how some people may not believe me, because I had an associate of mine where I was going through a transition in my life, and her and I, we were cool to a certain degree. But for some weird reason, I'll never forget this, back in 2013, when I was still in contact with the narc. Some weird reason, the narc became friends with my friend or associate or whatever, and he started talking to her on the phone and stuff, and he was like buttering her up and all this and that. And I guess I had an experience with the narc, because I was spending time with him or whatever. And you know what she told me? She was like, oh no, girl, like, he's cool, I like him, like, yeah, you should talk to him, you should be with him, this and this and that. And so, she, in a sense, was believing the narcissist over me, because she didn't have a similar experience, So you just want to be mindful of that. And again, this could be anybody, a partner, a mother, a father, an aunt, an uncle, a sibling. Many people won't believe you, and that's just the unfortunate part. And the other thing is, many people won't believe you. They believe the narcissist over you, is because maybe the narcissist could have some sort of status, or they could be providing them something in some form of shape or way, or the person just could feel like, that's all they know, in regards to dealing with the narcissist, or they don't want to change the status quo, or they don't want to speak up, or they don't want to say anything, because they could fear like some sort of, anything, like they could fear that the narcissist is going to say and do something towards them, and they don't want that opposition, they don't want that backlash that the narcissist could do and stuff like that. And again, some narcissists are popular, so a lot of narcissists could have power, they could have fame, they could have fortune. And some people just, they won't believe you. They may think that you're crazy. They may think like, hey, you just can't move on. You can't let this go. It's your fault. I also had two people, when I was dealing with the borderline, people was saying like, oh, you should go ahead and move on. And why don't you see him with someone else? And this and that. And, so you just want to be mindful. And that was back in 2016, by the way, but when I was dealing with the borderline. But, yeah, you just kind of have to accept that people won't believe you. And the other thing is too, people won't believe you because they don't understand it. They don't understand like what the abuse is all about. Like, they could learn as much information, but until you actually have gone through it, most people won't get it. And then they'll like blame you, or make it seem like you're doing something wrong, or that you don't know what you're talking about, or you're just making stuff up. So you just kind of want to keep that in mind, and just distance yourself from people that don't understand your healing and recovery journey, and that are not open to learning or not open to understanding. Because you do have some people that just, they don't care. They're like, as long as it's not them, then what's in it for them, so you just want to be mindful of that. But anyway, I hope that you guys like this video. I would love to know, what was your biggest takeaway? Do you struggle with people not believing you? Do you feel like people believe the narcissist over you? And the other thing is too, with my aunt, like I said, I had certain family members that stopped talking to me that was close to my aunt. Even I told you guys, I had my her youngest son, he deleted me as a friend on Facebook, like out of nowhere. And yeah, I'm pretty sure she was smearing me behind closed doors and stuff like that to other family members and stuff. And I'm pretty sure that they believed her over me, just again, because whatever that she may have done or said to them, or who knows what went down. I personally don't care, but I'm just giving you guys an example of how people will believe the narcissist over you. And if those people do believe that narcissist, then you don't want to be around those people. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like, share, and subscribe. As I always say, if you guys want to reach out to me for any unbiased personal advice, please don't hesitate to book a session with me or a support session, or you can inquire about my self-care holiday package deal. I would love to support you guys in any way that I can. As I mentioned, I did have one person that signed up and I sent out his items to him. So shout out to him. You're more than welcome to do the same. And, or you can inquire about my course, any of the courses that I have. So anyway, I love you guys. And also don't forget, you're welcome to join my free Facebook support group, where we do have other victims and survivors that have dealt with narcissistic abuse. And the other thing is, guys, if you have any other comments, topics, or feedback you want to leave on the videos, please don't hesitate to do it, because maybe it could be a comment or a topic or a question that somebody, it can help them to heal their recovery. So anyway, I love you guys, and until the next time.